in this lecture we learn about the curl of a vector field. In a previous lecture we learn about the gradient of scalar function phi, grad phi, and in another lecture we have also studied about the divergence of a vector field v bar d v bar. Okay, in this lecture we learn about the curl of a vector field. If v bar is a continuous differentiable vector function, the quantity I cap cross dv bar by dx plus j cap dv bar by dy plus k cap dv bar by dz is called as the curl of a vector function v bar. It is denoted by curl v bar or simply del bar cross v bar. In mathematical form, it can be written as del bar cross v bar is equal to, we know the value of del bar. It is a del operator. Del bar, it is a del operator I cap dou by dou x plus j cap cross dou by dou y plus k cap cross dou by dou z. It is a del operator which is operated on the vector v bar, means the cross product of del bar with v bar. V bar is nothing but vx I cap plus vy j cap plus vz k cap. Okay, if we take the multiplication of this, what we get this 3 by 3 determinant I cap j cap k cap dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z vx vy vz, and it is a vector quantity. This is about the curl of a vector field v bar. Now we learn about the three type of integral. One is the line integral, another is the surface integral, and third one is the volume integral. These three integrals are very important for the study of the Gauss divergence theorem and the Stokes theorem. So first we learn about the line integral. What is the line integral? If a v bar is a vector at a point P, the particle is moving from point O to point A, and v bar is a vector at a point P. We consider the small elementary displacement of a vector dl bar along this curve. The elementary displacement of a vector, total elementary displacement of vector is from O to A. We consider the small elementary displacement of a vector dl bar. Okay, we consider the v bar is a vector at a point P. Okay, then v bar into dl bar is equal to what? It is v dl into cos theta, v cos theta dl. This is the small elementary displacement. This is the small elementary displacement dl bar along this curve OA. Okay, the total of all such a products, means when we consider the all such a small elementary displacement, what we get? We get the total displacement, and that is the line integral from 0 to a v bar into dl bar. Line integral from 0 to a v bar into dl bar in the displacement from point O to point A, and it is called the line integral of a v bar along the curve OA. Okay, and this line integral is denoted like this, or this is simply denoted like the integral, and it is the closed integral from 0 to a. Okay, now we see about the surface integral. Okay, see here, consider a vector field and surface in the vector field. It is a vector field and the surface S in the vector field. It is assumed to be a continuous. Let v bar be a vector at a point P. At a point P, v bar is the vector on the surface, and a unit vector n cap at P perpendicular to the surface, perpendicular to the small surface area element. We consider the small surface area element ds at point P. Okay, I will again explain you. V bar is a vector at a point P on the surface. N cap is a unit vector which is perpendicular to P, to the small, perpendicular to point P, which is at the small surface area ds. Okay, now v bar Now V bar is equal to Vx I cap plus Vy j cap plus Vz k cap. Then how we can write the surface integral? So surface integral, how to write the surface integral? If we have to write the surface integral, we have to put the double integral sign. Double integral sign represent the surface integral. Single, here we see the single integral is the line integral. When we write the double integral, it means that it is a surface integral. Double integral over the surface, yes, v bar dot n cap ds, v bar dot n cap ds is equal to surface integral v bar dot ds bar is called the surface integral over the surface S. Okay, this is the surface integral, and the last one is the volume integral. If S is called, S is a closed surface enclosing in a volume V. If S is a closed surface enclosing in volume V in a vector field A bar of x, y, z, then volume integral. How we denote the volume integral? Volume integral is nothing but the triple integral. Means if we have to write the volume integral, we have to draw the three integral signs over that volume. It represents the volume integral. Okay, three integral signs or triple integral over the volume V is nothing but the volume integral. Here is the volume integral A bar dV is called the volume integral of the vector field A bar over a volume V. Okay. Now what we learn about the line integral. It is a single integral over a curve. Means we have to write about the line integral over a curve. How we write this? The integral from 0 to a v bar dl. Similarly, we see about the surface integral. Surface integral is the double integral over that surface, yes, v bar into ds bar. And third is the volume integral. Volume integral is denoted by the triple integral over that v, over that volume v. A bar dv is called as the volume integral of a vector field A bar over that volume V. Now we learn about the very important two theorems. One is the Gauss divergence theorem and the another one is the Stokes theorem. The Gauss divergence theorem gives us the transformation for the volume integral to the surface integral. Okay, and the Stokes theorem, through the Stokes theorem, we can convert the line integral to a surface integral. Okay, so first we see about the Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, what is the Gauss divergence theorem? If f bar is a continuous differentiable function, differentiable vector point function, f bar is a continuous differentiable vector point function, and S is a closed surface enclosing the volume V. Okay, f bar is the continuous differentiable vector point function. S is a closed surface enclosed by the volume V. Then volume integral of divergence of a f bar dv is equal to surface integral of f bar ds. In other word, what we can say? We can say the volume integral of, we can say the volume integral of the divergence of a vector function f bar, the volume integral of a divergence of a vector function f bar over a closed volume V is always equal to surface integral of f bar over over a closed surface, yes, enclosing the volume, enclosing that volume V. This is the Gauss divergence theorem. What is simply Gauss divergence theorem? The volume integral of divergence of a F bar over a closed surface V is equal to the surface integral of F bar over a closed surface S enclosing that volume V. It is nothing but the Gauss divergence theorem. Now we see about the Stokes theorem. See here, it states that if F bar is a vector point function which is uniform, finite and continuous along its derivative in any direction, then the tangential line integral of F bar over any closed surface S bounded by a curve C is equal to normal surface integral of the curl F bar over S. Mathematically we can write the line integral F bar dr bar is equal to the surface integral of curl of F bar n cap ds. We write the curl, how we write the curl of F bar? Del bar cross F bar n cap ds, or simply surface integral del bar cross F bar into ds bar. This is the Stokes theorem.